Greetings. This is your sister, Queen Esther Tarot, and I'm back. I had to eat my breakfast because Spirit was like, you got an assignment, you got to do some homework. Like, okay. So, yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Existing subscribers, I appreciate y'all. So I have not touched some of these decks in a minute, and some of these decks I was guided to use. Before I use any of these cards, I don't know how long this reading is going to be. Granted, I don't know. Hopefully not too long. But you guys, I heard the word mandate, and I semi know what it means. So I'm like, let me double back, let me check, let me look at the definition, which is a commission. Okay. So you were given a mandate, okay? Some type of, could have been some type of assignment that you were given, that Spirit, gave you an order, an instruction, and it came, when Spirit gives it to you, it's coming from a source of authority, right? So this was given you straight from source, okay? I don't feel like this came through another vessel or another person. This is something between you and source God that was shown or given to you. By the time that you listen to this, you know. And granted, if this does not resonate with you right now, you don't feel like you know what that mandate is, or you feel like you have bits and pieces, that's okay. Okay, sometimes we do just get bits and pieces. Like, you have to understand that not every prophetic message is going to be told in full. There may be pieces, there may be instructions, there may be orders that you are given spiritually, or that you sense or you feel that you have to act upon, and then the rest is laid out and revealed over time. Okay. Or you get the bigger picture, but you don't understand the ways in which and how it's going to work, but that's okay. So yeah, you guys were given a mandate, you guys were given an order, okay? And whatever that is, that was given to you, it is a big assignment in some case, because you guys are called to be, if you guys resonate with this channel, first of all, the channel name given was Queen Esther. Queen Esther Tarot specifically, the hidden gem. Queen Esther, her name, Hadassah, aka Esther. Esther was her given name to kind of move in a space that she really wasn't, I shouldn't say she didn't belong, because she was divinely assigned to be there. It was ordained. It was by God for her to be there, of course. It was all part of the divine order, plan and things. But her purpose was not known to her at the time. She didn't know why she was there. It was unfortunate circumstance for her to be in that palace, right? A Persian palace, as a Hebrew woman, her name, Esther, means hidden, okay? So a lot of you guys, a lot of people are not going to see you coming, okay? Wherever environment or space you're being put in, could be a circumstance where you feel like you kind of don't want to be put in it, or you feel like, why is this happening to me? Why me? Or if it's not that pessimistic, not that woe is me, then it's just kind of like, I don't belong here. What's going on? And you're placed there. And the readings that I've done so far, I've only done one. If you guys are not following me on my channels, get with them. But I did a reading about the sudden shift in the social media influencers, specifically known as the IG model, or those that are more in the entertainment of, like, sex and the babby era phase, sleeping with rappers and athletes and OnlyFans, that the culture of that, get it how you live. Be safe out there, though. There's a reform happening. I do see that, whether it's genuine, whether it's a phase, whether this is a change that they're making for life, that's beautiful, because it is going to start a shift in a wave in that industry. Because there are a lot of people in that space, in that industry, just entertainment alone, that do lack the light. They say that they're the enlightened ones, or that they have privy to the enlightenment and the light. And some of these things the average person may not have access to, may see in their everyday life, but don't really know what it means, so on and so forth. There's a lot of things, but they say that they are the enlightened ones. But the truth is, they don't really have light in them. Like, you have all this knowledge, you have all this access to sacred knowledge and wisdom, but you really don't have the light in you. So there's a lot of people walking around in that, not everyone, but a lot, walking around in that industry thinking that they have the light, they have the key, you know, that they're gods, or that they have access to everlasting life through material things and through status, or whatever the case may be. That is a false light. And so when you're called to walk into certain spaces, and some of you guys, it probably is entertainment. Some of you guys, it probably is politics. And some of you, it's health industry. Some of you guys, it's multiple things, the education system, you know, the whatever. You guys are going to be put in spaces where there is a lack of light there. There's chaos, there's destruction, there is agendas, there, you know, demonic assignments and agendas, and you're there to dismantle that. And they're not going to see you coming, because though you don't belong, you can't tell that you don't belong. I just heard the word white passing. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Social justice. Like, some people are not going to see you coming. They're just not. And that's okay. You're called to be an intercessor for people. The people that you're called to. A group of people that you are meant to intervene or intercede. You're here to intercede. Okay, before I get into this deck, let me pull my deck first. I'm going to use my Divine Energy Oracle. I'm going to use my own ish. Alright, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, don't be scared. What you scared for? What you scared? Yeah, some of you guys, it is going to be through marriage. It is. Look. What did I say? Angelic intercession. You are the angelic intercessor, but you also have your angelic team that you have to intercess for you. Divine initiation. You're called higher. Jacob's ladder. Hey, you guys are called higher, to higher levels. Fear-based. So y'all know the concept of new levels, new devils, of course, but you're called for this. You're built for this. You're equipped for this. You've been equipped. You've been called before you even born. Y'all know the saying. Y'all know the scriptures, Jeremiah 29:11, and so many other scriptures. Mantle of marriage. A part of your assignment is going to be connected to a marriage. And if you resonate with Queen Esther's story, like, yeah, duh. But that was only just partial. That wasn't even the full effect. That wasn't even the whole shebang bang. It wasn't even the whole thing. But your mandate is bigger than marriage. But the mantle is like, that is an anointing or a blessing. Your marriage is bigger than just two people coming together and saying I do, and having babies and living under one roof, and it's a little deeper than that, okay? But I feel like this is going to be, you know, it's going to resonate differently for each and every one of you. It's not going to be the same exact message, okay? The Sun. Some of you guys, it's your children. 8 of Wands. Judgment. Yeah, you guys are being called. The 9 of Swords too. You're being called, and you got the Ace of Wands. Moses' staff is, sometimes I see it, the Knight of Wands. You guys have been called. You've been given an assignment. You already had your burning bush moment, and you're just like, no. Or maybe you just don't feel like you're ready. Or it's like, when is it my time, Spirit? When is it my time to ready, set, go? Some of you guys, it is a baby, a child that you have given birth to, or you will give birth to, a son, literally a son. But I feel like this is a very powerful baby. The son of David, or the star of David, excuse me, the star of David. You might be led to name your baby David. King David. Something with the name King, too. Could be a variation of that name, or derives from, like, there's different languages, of course. This is a very anointed child, baby. Once you get out of your own way and you say, yes, I surrender, I welcome this in, I welcome in whatever my assignment, my mandate is, things are going to start moving. They are. And there's going to be an influx of information and guidance that you receive. You guys might be destined for you to travel. There's something with overseas. You and your person could be of different ethnicities, cultures. You guys could, one of you may live in different parts of the world. Okay. This is like communication with foreign lands, or foreign just can be unfamiliar. It doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't have to be like someone that doesn't speak the same language as you, or someone that's from a different country or something. It literally could just be you guys are from different worlds, okay? Those that you're coming in contact with as well. Foreign communications, I just heard with this Judgment card. This is where grand awakening is happening all over the planet. And it's like people are waking up. Like, we're in the end of days. Whether you take it literal as like, oh, the end of humanity, or it's the end of an era, a structure of humanity. There's something about an end here that's leading to a new earth, a new world. And you are playing a very significant role in that. You're one of those that are called. It is what it is. Like, you are. And your desire for marriage, for a lot of you, your desire for marriage does not come from a place of romance. Even though it may feel like it, that's planted in your heart. That passion, that desire, that burn that's in your heart, or whatever it is that's been planted inside of you that you said yes to, you've committed your heart to. Spirit has shown you in the burning bush, like, hey, this is what it is, sis. This is what it is. And you said, I don't know about that. You sure, Spirit? You sure? I definitely feel that the reason why I got pulled out of track real quick, the reason why you're drawn to marriage, or you desire it so much, is because there's something connected. It's bigger than that. So like I said, Queen Esther, she was pulled into a circumstance that was unfavorable to her. It led to being favored by the king and him loving her, finding her to be very beautiful amongst all the others, choosing her, which put her in a position as queen. She utilized her position to save the lives of her people, to be bold and say, I don't know, God, what you doing? I don't know why this is happening, but I'm going to step up to the plate. My life is at stake. Anything could happen to me, but I'm going to step up. It is what it is. I'm going to do this thing. And she made a very bold move to where she changed the course of history because of that very thing. So it's bigger than marriage. It is. It's bigger than that. It's a space that you're called to, you're placed in. And it might be like, why me, Lord? Like, why me? you can't fear that. The Nine of Swords, you can't be in that place of fear. You're going to have to face your fear. And this thing might call to you. It might call your name. Like, Spirit called you. And I keep hearing like references to Moses, to the book of Exodus. Like, I keep hearing those things, like it being referenced, people around me picking up things about it. And I had this weird ass dream of frogs falling from the sky, and that was one of the plagues that was in the book of Exodus, where Moses confronted the Pharaoh to let the Hebrews go, like free them out of slavery. Let us go to, just let them free. And Pharaoh refused to let them go. And then there was different plagues that, came upon them. And the frogs falling from the sky was one of them. Yeah, you guys are going to give birth to a special baby here. All babies are significant, of course. Your baby has a significant anointing on them. You have the stars. This is the birth of Christ. The stars is being depicted as the birth of Christ. And you see that significant star right there. This is the Star of Bethlehem. So there's something with references. Stars represent destiny and guidance. Let me read the meaning of the stars in this deck, because they have a different interpretation in this deck. So let me get my life together. The Holy Nativity. I can never say this word. Nativity. Nativity. Brilliant ideas, positive sign, generous help, and spiritual gifts. So yeah, you're being divinely guided. You're being led. And again, like, it doesn't matter what your circumstances is, what you have, what you don't have, the opposition, the trials, the tribulations. When you follow divine instructions and guidance, the miracle and the blessings can still come about. It's not a thing. It's nothing. Holy Spirit. These feminine, the Divine Feminine Collective. Some of you guys may work with foreign relations, or like I said, justice system, or racial justice or injustice rather. You have the Sage, you have the Higher Self, you have the Warrior, and you have the Warrioress. So you can't afford to be in this state of worry and fear about the doors that are opening for you. You can't worry about that. Or you can't worry about, am I going to choose the wrong thing? Am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? So it says, know that you have the power to defeat negative thinking. Learn to understand and cope with your greatest enemy, your own fear. Because you consult with yourself. You really sit with that part of yourself. It's like you have to see you before others see you. Or maybe others do see you, but you don't see you. You don't see yourself fully. And for some of you, maybe you do. Maybe you have to remind yourself of who you are, like what you were called to, your divine identity. The higher self says, stop longing, still your mind, and allow your higher self to use its infinite resources to comfort and guide you to the fulfillment of your desires, your call. The Sage. You are the Sage. And you are... It's like a maternal figure, like a grandmother. I feel like this is on your mother's side of the family, whether you know them or you didn't know this, but this is a matriarchal figure. You're very much like them. You are the Sage. You guys are going to be the big mama. Like, you are. You're going to be that, or whatever your culture calls the grandmother. It says, look at your situation with the mature, experienced viewpoint of a wise person. Examine assumptions about the aging process and mastery. Then you have the Warrioress. Yeah, you come from a bloodline of warriors, fearless women. It's in your blood. You are that. It's okay. You're human. Like, we have our moments where we don't always believe in ourselves sometimes. You know, we waver in that. So you have the ability to conquer your fears and faults, and the right to defend who you are, who you love, and what you believe. Okay? Some of you can be life path 2s, 5s, 7s, 3s, 4s, life path 1s, life path 6s. Okay? Alright, I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. Y'all be blessed. Be safe. Take care. Peace.